Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Lisa from Aging Imperfectly. And what I'm going to show you how to do today is to use the website and app ThredUp, which bills themselves as the largest online consignment and thrift store. So we are at ThredUp.com, and I'm going to show you today how to score some amazing deals that you never thought possible. I'd say alternative, goth, pastel goth, dark aesthetic, and really actually any other kind of style of clothing that you prefer. But I'm going to focus on kind of darker, gothy aesthetic stuff. So I am at thredup.com, and if you're already signed in, that's great. If you don't have an account and you want to use my referral link, you can get $10 and I'll get $10. It's a win-win. You're not obligated. I appreciate the support though. So if you go to thredup.com, I'm logged in. I'm going to show you a couple of things I already have set up here. So if you go to your heart, which is the favorites, I'm sure maybe you guys know about this, maybe you don't. I'll be happy to show you. So these are the items in my favorites that are still available. You can sort that by sold or in someone's cart. And I don't know if I want to go to those two because it's kind of like tempting you. Nothing haunts us like the vintage and thrift stuff we didn't buy, right? So let me show you what I have available in this available thing in my favorites. So there's no way to really sort it by brand, which is kind of frustrating, or by actual price. You can do it in the app itself. But I have, like, for example, they have all kinds of brands. They have Killstar, they've got, Luxe, high-end, Vivienne Westwood, and all sorts of other things you can't even imagine, even brands you didn't even know existed. So I will show you to that end my saved searches. What I do is I search different brands where I purchased things before, where I know kind of the fit, and I know I've bought things from there that fit my aesthetic. Now, labels are for jars, and I don't really believe you need to have, these newer brands like Killstar, Disturbia, whatever. If you want to do that, that's great. But if you want to save the planet and really save some money, honestly, you want to go used, or, they have new with tags here, you can even see. I wouldn't buy that, but that'll be cute for somebody. So I have the brands Unique Vintage, I have Lip Service, going old school here, Lane Mickley, Trip New York City, Hell Bunny, more the pinup kind of thing, but I found some great black clothing there. Black Milk, amazing place for dresses and pants from Australia. Very, very pricey though, buying new, and shipping is outrageous. Well, it's far. So then there's the newer brands like Why Are You, Disturbia, there's Dita Von Teese, there's also Dita Eyewear, there's a Regular Choice. So Retrolicious, you can see it's nice to be able to see what is available. I like doing research before I buy and before I do things. I look at what's, I guess, kind of popular. I go on those YouTube kind of goth hauls and I look and just see what people are getting, if there's any brands I don't know about. But I've been studying this a while. I have a pretty good idea of a lot of brands, mainstream ones and sort of indie. I haven't really seen a space for any independent smaller labels. They have an assorted brand section here, which mileage varies. I've done really well with it though. So let me just do a kind of generic search, right? Let's just go mall goth here. Let's go to Hot Topic. So you can see they have different ways they sort this. Women, accessories, juniors. I guess there's Jet for Hot Topic, which is a collaboration. Orphan Black. They have some interesting pants I've been looking at. So let's just go into, we can go juniors. Sometimes it's all sized in the women's here. Yep. So click on Hot Topic, right? So in my sizes, you can further hone in on what you have here. So I'm doing like small to medium. 27, 28. Sometimes I have shoes here, sometimes I don't. It'll be sorted by default as newest first. So I'm just going to go for the bargains, although there's 18 items, it wouldn't hurt to scroll here. I'll go low to high. So let's see what we have. Okay, a lot of these aren't my style, but you can see these prices certainly beat what is currently at Hot Topic. And this is so helpful when something's been discontinued or you missed out on it. You can really see some scores like that. So you're looking here, let's just see the pinup dresses like this. Rely on their estimated retail, because I think it's practically impossible for them to have every single piece of clothing ever sold in existence with a barcode. So what these items details, it gives you all the details they have. Very important are the measurements though. I've found the measurements to be wildly inaccurate with ThredUp, and I know it depends on the person receiving the clean out bags and what they do, kind of like these resale places like Buffalo Exchange, Crossroads. I don't know, the Hot Topic medium in my experience would be a little bigger than that. So it says items in excellent condition. So this would be a great deal for someone that really loves this dress. So some of these you're able to return, some of them say final sale, and the lower the item is priced, the more it's likely to be a final sale. Let me show you my biggest secret on this website, where I found some amazing stuff. I go in the outlet section, and what I do is I kind of start with the juniors, in the specialty sizes. Again, F age appropriate. I wear what looks good on me and what fits me, and I know a lot of the junior clothing measurements a little bit better than some of the women's. So juniors clothing, 34,132 items in the outlet department here. Let me hone in here. I'm looking for some dresses. Let's see, I'm looking for some summer goth dresses, lighter black materials. So we'll go into dresses. I will show you all the different, there's occasions that you can do. I don't really rely on the occasions very much. I rely on kind of the style. I do pretty well with bodycon. If my weight fluctuates, it's kind of been lately by like 5 pounds. Okay, I'm gonna go here. There's a decent amount of results, 661, but I'm going to further hone them in because I'm not looking for colors. Like I said, we're looking for black here, right? Black like our hearts. So, and you can see, you can sort by brands. With the outlet, I don't sort by brands exactly because you find better deals if you're less specific. It's used here, so you're really negating your environmental impact here. And I'm not being a brand snob, I don't have to wear all Killstar or something, nor would I if I could. And the whole fast fashion thing just at retail, it's just a vicious cycle of, waste and all of that. So we're not going to get into that. We're just getting into deals here. I am on a serious budget right now. This first is the default. I'm going to go low to high. Let's just see what our lower priced items, what we have in here. I've done great with H&M with some Forever 21, and you can see it takes a moment for these to load. Now we are looking at all of these items, and I'm in the bodycon, and I actually like cutout and strapless sometimes. At $2.99, even if you don't buy it at the outlet price. Now the outlet price, as I understand, here it is. So if you go to outlet, get 20% off of 5 items, 30% off of 10 items, or 40% off of 20 items with the code outlet. That's a really good deal. I like stuff with kind of cutouts and lacy overlays. I love asymmetrical, anything with kind of a lace sleeve I'm a sucker for, but I do okay with these bodycon knits. Cold shoulders are some of my favorites, although be sure to apply your SPF on any part that is uncovered from the sun. So you know what, I'm gonna go even more specific here. I'm going to go past the under 10. I'm going to go, let's see what's at $1, although I've never seen anything for $1. I'm going to go to $5 here. I'm going to increase it to 5. So what you're going to want to do is hit set, because that will lock in that search term here. So, okay. And it looks like 38 items. Okay, that's not too bad, right? Things under $5 and under. Look at this. $2.99. Like, really? Let's look at Lulu's. It's a cute back, open back here. Let's see what our material is. So rayon, nylon, spandex, 28 chest. I believe that's going to be a little too small for me. But look at this. This is really, really cute. Is anyone going to look at you with this and be like, oh my God, you got it from this, whatever people perceive as, maybe cheesy online retailer, which I don't think Lulu's is cheesy, by the way. And if you look good and you feel good, right? That's kind of the point of all of this. So I love the outlet for that. I also will search under the women's dresses. You get a whole different thing. We go out of, the outlet. So you'll see different stuff. Some of the juniors is included in here, but you'll open up a wide range of everything here to search from. So let's go back to that dresses. Let's reset my settings here. So I'm gonna go back to, black. Back to Black Amy Winehouse. Okay, let me further hone in on this. I've done okay with different brands through Zara. So let's look at Zara. They have some great black layered pieces I have had before. Their sizing is a little tricky though. I've noticed Zara, you want to do a little research on some of these brands before you're fitted for them. Because I think Zara runs a little small. It's been my experience, and some male friends have told me the same thing about the guys' clothes. Although there's no guys' clothes on ThredUp. Maybe someday they'll do that, but it's women and kids. And sometimes you can find just plain tees that are unisex. They're not as specific with that. So let's look at this. $7.99, like holy moly. Zara has, I think, an even bigger markup than this. I've seen things $40 to $100 on average there. So here's our polyester elastane. This is really, really cool, these items. You can also go by brands, like I said, but hopefully you'll do your research before you log on here and you kind of have a little list of your brands that you're looking for. I say Disturbia, even go into the Mall Goth Hot Topics stuff. They have Black Milk. I go into some of those pinup brands, Hell Bunny, Retrolicious, Folter, which is now, I think Retrolicious bought them up. And it just gives you a brief. When you go into the top 50 brands, it'll show you the top 50 of each, alphabetical letter. And then they have just the generic kind of hashtag the numbers with these. Start with a number or, a character that is not in the alphabet, not A to Z anyway. And I've learned about some different brands with this. To exist, as far as I know, is a male brand, but, if they have something there, check it out. Maybe it's accidentally labeled. And I've found a wide variety of pricing on things. That's kind of the biggest thing about ThredUp is the wide variety of pricing. The inconsistencies can really work in your favor, like seriously. So let me go back in the favorites. Maybe I can show you this. I can show you that sometimes I'll have 2 or 3 of the same item from the same brand at the same size, completely differently priced. Like one will be $3.99, one will be like $10.99, and I'm like, excuse me? You can see definitely what my style leans toward. And this was a surprising find. Lularoe. I've liked their leggings in the past for working out in because they're really soft. They have tons of stuff here. You can just see some of their prints might surprise you. I've gotten some kind of vintagey goth sort of, like Halloween-y looking. I don't really do a lot of orange, but who am I to resist a good bargain that I need? The quality is all right of Lularoe too. Let me go back to that dress. I will show you. Let's click on this dress. Click on the dress. Check it out. Look at this dress. These are like vintage, I hate saying this term, ghetto blasters, not PC. That's what they called them in the 80s. You guys probably won't know what I'm talking about, but anyway, I like this print. I think this could be a really good silhouette. It's longer. The measurements are right about where I want to be. And look, you can't beat $15.99 for a deal. And what you want to do is when you sign up, you will want to get alerts on your app, and you can do it for the desktop. You can get alerts for that brand comes in, like I do for my saved searches. Alerts, I can edit this one, preferences. So look, so I can name it whatever, and I just go by the brand. I'll get it by daily email. I do not want push notifications, so I'll do it this way, and I really want to show you just various ways to do this, but I think you definitely get the idea. Like I said, I don't discriminate with brands. There are so many different brands that have just unbelievably goth things like you wouldn't even imagine. These brands, and just kind of by name, do they sound cool? Some of them you've never heard of, like Body Glove is old school. Oh, and to that end, let me just mention one more thing. Vintage stuff. They don't focus on vintage on this website at all. I know they have tons of it though. It's like, let me give you an example. Contempo Casuals is a brand from the 80s. I think they started in the 70s. They were really popular in the 80s and 90s. 80s was their heyday. And there's 46 items here, and these are no longer made. They haven't been made in a really long time, nor has their brand been licensed, like how Dolls Kill, who I don't support, Delia's did that partnership with them. And there's Delia's on here too. You want to go old school. So again, you can look for like black items. These items too, vintage, will only go up in value. Some of these are like really good deals here. You know that they'll go up in value, like especially on Depop, the app. I am shocked what people are paying for things on Depop, especially anything kind of labeled 90s. It's very surprising to me. It's always good to invest in vintage, even if it's more of these fast fashion mall brands, because they're only going to go up in value. I pretty much guarantee you can break even from what you spend. Now, the shipping here is $5.99. Get $79 or more of items. They waive the shipping fee. There's also a really cool feature called Bundle. Bundle means you can find a bunch of stuff right now. Like if I went to my favorites and I'm like, oh shoot, I have a gift card. I'm going to go and buy this Killstar bodysuit, bathing suit. I'm going to get these Melissa shoes. And you know what the heck, this Dear Creatures is only going to go up in value. They sold it at Anthropology. These are cool, right? So I'm like, okay, I went, bam, hypothetically, I bought these, right? So I searched them, bought them. I was about to buy them. You can select the regular shipping at the $5.99, or you can select bundle for 7 days. And what that bundle, buy and bundle, does for 7 days from the time you buy these items, you have that 7-day window to add more things before it's shipped out. Now, many of these things are shipped from different warehouses. I think my local warehouse is in Arizona. So let's just click on this and just see. I can show you what I'm meaning by this. Shipping location. This item ships from Phoenix, Arizona, your home warehouse. It means you're getting more savings and faster shipping. You can turn off the My Home warehouse filter, small surcharge. I've noticed the further the item is at a different warehouse, they'll add a little more to the price, to the initial price of it. But there are all kinds of codes they send you. I swear I get so many emails from them. Sometimes I'll get like 2 to 3 emails a day. And they offer special codes for like dresses, and you can get things 25 to 40% off of these already reduced prices. So it's a great way to reduce your environmental impact. It's a great way to discover new and exciting brands, and then the stuff you didn't buy before from certain lines. Like, let's see, let me look at Stella McCartney and H&M, for H&M. There's all these diffusion lines, so don't forget about those. There's Alexander McQueen for Target. Plus, you can just get straight couture here. I've seen Dolce & Gabbana legitimately listed for like 20% of its retail value, like new with tags too. So I looked at here, like I liked these skirts and these cuts here. So yeah, these are not made anymore. They haven't been made for some time. So it's a good way to invest in pieces that are only going to increase in value, and many of these diffusion lines do. Missoni for Target has a good resale value too, if you're into any kind of wacky patterns. They're not as good as obviously the stuff in the 60s or worth as much, but your mileage varies. So I hope that this has given you some solid ideas on how to acquire goth. The other thing too, I want to tell you, you can't really type in like goth dresses, for example. Not really going to type that. It'll kind of show some stuff. Again, mileage varies. Like who would label this goth? You know, mileage varies. I have no idea. But I've never found any of those to be reliable at all. See what I'm saying, right? Although you never know. You might be surprised. Like, what is this got it, love it. Never heard of this brand, and it looks like it's kind of reselling for, yeah, not my style at all. This is how you find brands and you explore, right, if you have a moment. It's kind of fun to monitor shop, I call it, instead of window shopping. So if this video has provided a bunch of value, I hope it has. I always learn something new when I do this too. I show all my friends how to do this. So I might as well show you guys, my new friends. I appreciate the like and subscribe. Thanks so much. Happy shopping. Don't forget about that $10 link so you get the $10 credit if you're not already a member of ThredUp.